Hey everybody. So I just want to get on here and do just a quick little step-by-step, kind of just a little real simple, so people that aren't, familiar with makeup and think it's a little overwhelming because they're not a makeup artist and whatnot, which I'm not a makeup artist either, but hey Christy. But I did go to beauty school, so I do have some information and some tips that I just kind of want to share. And if you guys have noticed, I did not do my hair like this today and wear it all this way. I just did half my hair, and then at the end of the video, I'm just going to kind of show you a really quick, easy way to give yourself just a little bit of curl. I feel like staying cooped up in the house on a regular basis now is starting to, drive everyone crazy. But I am somewhat used to it, to the fact that I run an in-home daycare, so I am in my house a lot. So it's not a huge difference for me, but at the same time, not being able to go to Walmart, Target, all those type of places, it's starting to get a little bit antsy-pantsy. So anyhow, today we went outside and we put together a new trampoline from Grandma and Grandpa that they got for Christmas, and we were supposed to do it last week, but it's just like, I don't want to put it up if it's gonna snow, and you just never know in Iowa. So I think we're in the clear. This week's supposed to be pretty decent temperature wise. So anyhow, let's get to it. So I'm just going to kind of go through my basic daily routine if I'm just going to do a simple face. So I am going to include some of my skincare that I do at the beginning of the day too. I have cleansed my hair. I did that too. Cleansed my face. And then the first thing I put on every time after I wash my face morning and night is One Drop Wonder. This stuff is like a booster. It allows everything to go deeper into your skin. It's an oil. It's a good oil. Hey Cassidy. So it's the Pomifera oil. I'm really starting to get, my lingo down with all these certified organic names and whatnot. But anyhow, it has a little dropper, and I don't even need the whole dropper, but I always just put one on my forehead, and I kind of just let it run down my face to my nose, and it kind of does the first action for me. Hey! And then I just kind of rub it in, and that's all it takes. You don't need a lot. I always bring it, I can't talk when I rub my chin and my neck. I always bring it down my neck. I always put it over my eyes, and this stuff, it's just really, it's you just got to feel it and understand. But it's so good for your skin, and it just helps everything else that you put on skincare get in deeper. So you get double the benefit out of everything. And there's lots of other uses for it. Like if you saw my daughter it was last week or the week before, when she was really chapped under here, which my kids have a lot of dry skin issues, eczema, and things like that. I did One Drop Wonder, and I did 40 Cure Cream on her, and I'm not kidding, within 2.5 days, I said 3 days, just to play fair, but within 2.5 days, it was like literally healed. It's really good stuff. Then next, I always do Sotox. Sotox is AKA Botox in a bottle. It's helps with fine lines, anti-aging. I really concentrate in between my eyebrows where I have that crease from squinting all my life, around my eyes, and around my mouth. And let me put it on first, and I always bring it down to my chin. So yeah, that's just the simple moisturizers and whatnot that I put on before my makeup in the morning, and I put it on at night in my daily routine also after I cleanse. But I do use a different cleanser at night, the Midnight Oil collection, and I'll go over that another time. I don't want to be too extensive today. Now here I'm doing my moisturizer. This is my all-time favorite moisturizer that I've ever used, ever in my entire life. I've never had something feel so amazing. And my daughter, just earlier today, she was like petting my face. I'm like, stop touching my face. But she's like, but Mom, it's so soft. I'm like, I know. I love it. If you guys have any questions, or a lot of you do have samples on the way, but if anybody else wants some, I have some left. I did get quite a bit of a response. So I did get a lot of them shipped out to people and whatnot. So if you're still wanting to try some things, it's all on me. I invested in it because I really feel like people need that hands-on experience, because I personally understand that. In order to understand things, and I don't expect people, hey Leslie, she got her package today. I don't expect people to I know I'm an honest person, and I know I'm not going to steer people wrong, and I would never do something like this if I didn't believe it in myself. And after experiencing so much of this stuff already, I will never turn back. But I do understand that people, you know, I get it. I get the mentality of, you know, I need to try things myself before I get anything. So, hey, Jill. So anyhow, okay. So skin therapy on. I was just telling them about skin therapy, Jill. You need to try that tonight. It is the best moisturizer in the world. It absorbs so well. It leaves your skin like so soft. Like my hands feel good after, my lips. It's great. Okay, so I am going to start with my primer. Oh no, did I not bring it in here? I didn't. Oh my gosh, you guys. 1 second. I'm so sorry. Where did I put it? Oh, I didn't bring it in. Okay, it's in here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, I did bring it in here. That's my mom brain. Sorry, guys. Gosh, I totally try to be... Hey, Amanda. I totally try to be so prepared before I start, but getting old, your brain trying to function 50 million things at a time doesn't always work. Okay, so anyhow, for any of you guys joining, I did not do... I mean, yes, I did my hair on like this on purpose, but I'm going to show you guys like a quick little way to kind of just curl your hair a little, make yourself feel better in these gloomy days we have going on. Sun did come out today, though. Okay, so this is First Base Primer. It's a must. Something that just makes the makeup stay on longer. I have a little bit of larger pores, so it helps fill those in. It's filled with vitamins. It's great. It's like a fine mist. You just kind of, I'd say 6 inches away from your face and just kind of spray, you know, in every area. But it's a very fine mist. Feels good. Smells good. Let that dry. Hey, Stephanie. Let it dry, let it dry, let it dry. Once it's dry, then you move on to, and I'm pretty new to concealers. I just got mine in the mail this week, and I've used it once. So today's day 2. And so I put a little bit under my eyes. And this concealer is waterproof. This is a Blenderful. It's the sponge that Limelife makes. It is, it feels like memory foam. I put it on, my sponge, I get it a little bit damp because I feel like it just applies so much nicer. I have a little bit of a dark circle going on under my eyes. Not awful. But this is really good for eyeshadows. It's kind of like a primer for eyeshadows. Get up in there. And the other concealer I have here is more for blemishes. I have a teeny tiny one here that I'm just going to cover it with. And that is what I use this one for. And like I said, it is waterproof. So it does not move. It does not go anywhere until you wash it off at night. But the cleanser that I use at night, the Dream Clean, is great because it gets waterproof makeup off. All right, so I am going to get my concealer brush. You can use the Blenderful to put on, I mean, not concealer, but my foundation. I'm a Shinto Zero. You can use this to put it on. This is what I used when I first started, which I love. It works amazing for, sorry, I see a spot. For, putting on your foundation. But I really just feel like it gives me, this coverage is amazing. This is 50% pigmentation. You don't need a lot at all. And I just feel like it gives me more coverage than I need personally. Some people do need a little more coverage, but I feel like using a foundation brush just gives me kind of that happy medium of coverage. So anyhow, just a little bit in there. I'm going to show you half my face. And I'm about ready to step up in a color. This is Shinto Zero. I could probably maybe go up to a Shinto 1, which I have also, but just from getting a little bit of color from when we went to Miami and whatnot. But I'm kind of still in between, so I'm just going to stick with Shinto Zero for today. It might be a little light, but that's okay. So this just shows the coverage. See, I'm a little red, but I did just wash my face. And I'm a very sensitive skin, so anytime I wash my face or do anything to my skin, it's like automatic red. Like if I scratch myself, my skin poofs. Like I'm just very sensitive. So that redness will go on down on its own. I'm not normally that red. Hello, Barbara. I've been in contact with your sister a lot lately. She said she just got home from your guys' house. My mom's told me many, many stories about you. You seem like a very fun lady. If we lived closer, we could all hang out. Lisa's supposed to be coming into town, into my mom's house, once all this craziness goes down and away. And I'm going to sit down with her and show her how to use all of her stuff. Because she's used the skincare for a while, if you know. And now she's just getting into the makeup. And she's like, Sarah, I really don't know what I'm doing. I mean, she loves it. She uses the foundation every day. And some of the other products, but she got a bunch of eyeshadows, and some people just need a little extra help, and that's totally fine. We're not all made to have that in us to, understand, but once you learn, it's simple. So anyhow, yeah, we're going to get together too. I wish that'd be nice if you lived here too. Could all get together. Maybe here soon. You'll come visit. I would much rather be in South Carolina right now, though. We had a nice day today though. Once that sun came out, it warmed up. Okay, so there's just a layer of foundation. You don't need a lot. Get it on my nose. All right. And so yes, using the brush just gives me a little bit lighter, kind of a dewy look. It's not so like the coverage that people would need if they need to cover things. But the coverage with this stuff, you guys, is absolutely amazing. Hey, Brianne. But yes, it's 50% pigmentation. It is a wax base, so it does not go in your pores. So therefore, it does not get into your bloodstream. Therefore, it doesn't clog your pores. And then you wake up with a bunch of zits the next day. It's amazing. And it literally washes off so well. And it stays so well. I am in love, if you guys haven't figured that out yet. Okay, so next, my mom actually taught me this little trick. She says that she likes to use the translucent powder, which I've kind of done this at the very, very end. But she says she likes to use it after she puts on her foundation. So then when she puts on her blush, it's already kind of a powder base there. And then the blush just kind of applies better. So we're going to try that today. So I'm like, thanks, Mom. Learned from her. So this is my powder brush. You don't need a lot. And the translucent powder kind of helps absorb oils. Helps it set. If you can, you can already see on this side that it's already starting to absorb. You just kind of put it all over. You don't see it. It just kind of helps everything set and absorb. Set and absorb. It's good stuff. And another thing with this makeup is it really doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So then we're just going to do a simple blush. I feel like blush is always a good idea, or even a bronzer, just to add a little color to your face. And right now, if you live in Iowa, we're in desperate need of some sun and some vitamin D and some color. So anyhow, this is my trio. I have the Perfect Blush number 5 blushing, the Perfect Blush number 1 alive, and the Perfect Bronzer number 1. And I love all of them. This is honestly my favorite blush. The bronzer is great. It's great for my skin tone. This is my angled brush, which I like to do a little bit with my bronzer to give it a little more of a contour rather than just bronzing my face. So I just put just a little bit just to kind of bring out my cheeks. And it's hard to really see the full effect until your face is completely done. But when you go to beauty school, you learn a lot about how color can play tricks, and you can use it to your advantage. Brienne, you know that. Hey, Tierney. But yes, color can just change so much. So I just contour a little bit with that and go up in my forehead a little bit. Get my hair out of the way. And then just a little. I'm trying to keep it simple. Okay, and then I'm going to go in and do some of the lighter brush. Since it's spring, let's do a little more of a pinky I'm so bad at blowing at my powders. I probably shouldn't do that because it's not very clean to blow, because I probably am spitting on it too. But anyhow, all right. And for those of you joining, yes, my hair is crazy right now, but I'm going to finish it just to show everybody a simple, easy way to do your hair when you're just sitting at home with a curling iron. Nothing major. Okay. And then I add in some blush. And then I'm going to blend it all here in a minute too, so. And you always kind of want to go like it's kind of a moon shape, but not quite that strong of a U. Just from your temple to kind of like the end of the bottom of your nose direction. And I am actually going to use some of the bronzer on my eyes. I think brown is an amazing color for blue eyes. It helps them pop. But just simple. I'm not going to go all into doing eyeshadows right now. But bronzer, I honestly just love a little bit of bronzer on my eyelids. I mean, you can see already. It just kind of gives you just some color, and it helps blue eyes pop. Okay. Then I'm going to blend this all in. I feel like I need a little bit more on this side. I am going to be getting Limelife partners with a company that sells the Ricky mirrors, and they have amazing lighting on them. And they just came back into stock today with Limelife. So I'm super excited. They've been out of stock since I've started. So I'm so excited to get one of those. And then when I get one of those, then I won't ever have to worry about the lighting and all that craziness, because it really, really makes a big, big difference. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my powder number 2. This is an HD powder. It kind of gives you just a little bit of a, how do I want to explain it? A little bit of depth to your face, but at the same time, kind of it helps it set and whatnot, but it just kind of helps everything blend in. But you can already see here, I'll just finish one side, and then you guys can see how it just kind of helps it all kind of blend in and give it a flawless, give it more of a flawless look. I don't use a ton of it, because if you do too much, then it kind of defeats the purpose of your blush. But you can always go back in and add more blush if you want it to be a little bit more pink. Okay, trying to keep this short and sweet and not talk as much. That's a challenge for me. Okay, my mascara. I'm not doing eyeliner because I just feel like, I love eyeliner. Oh, hold on. I always use bronzer as eyeshadow and blush on my brow bone. Yeah, that is a good idea. I do sometimes do the blush too, because I really like blush color and bronzer color on my eyelids. Okay, so this is the perfect mascara. I put it in between my flat iron because I feel like the heat from that just gives it a good amount of heat. Don't leave it there too long, and don't let it actually touch. But you know what? I'm going to just do an eyeliner, because a lot of women, sorry, I'm out of the frame. A lot of women prefer just an eyeliner. A lot of women get tattooed eyeliner. So I'm just going to show you. I wasn't going to do it, but I really like the eyeliner. This is the Enduring Eyeliner Pencil. It is waterproof. It is amazing, and it really, really honestly stays all day long. This is the only thing that I kind of have to scrub off when I wash my face. Everything else comes off great. But I do have the makeup remover stuff now, so that really helps it come off easily. Okay, so we're going to go. I'm not going to get too close to camera because I've learned that I kind of look scary. I have big eyeballs, so they just really pop out when I do this. But I like it here, and I know a lot of women that do. This I feel like is kind of a late 90s girl thing. I don't know, maybe 80s. But it really kind of, I feel like with me having bigger eyes, it kind of makes them not look so big. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind my big eyes now that I got older. When I was younger, my brothers teased me, but I guess they wouldn't be brothers if they didn't. My middle brother, well, he's older than me, but he would call me fly eyes. Hurt my feelings. No, I know my brothers love me, so it's okay. So anyhow, okay, so perfect mascara. It is a fiber building mascara. It is my most favorite mascara in the entire world. I have had a lot of people try it out, and a lot of people are messaging me and thanking me for it. So if you're interested in this, let me know. Okay. You can go with one coat or you can go with more. I honestly, if I'm just going to be home, I just kind of do a nice easy one coat. And you do always want to warm it up. I used to say it doesn't really matter, you know, but it is a wax base, so it just goes on so much smoother. I say it goes on like frosting and washes off like butter, but at the same time, it's not going to go down your cheeks when you cry. But it's not waterproof. Waterproof is actually proven not to be good for your eyes. And then another thing I've learned is Twisted End. One of my girls within Limelife informed me of that yesterday, and you would think I would have known that, but I was always a pumper, which I know it's probably not the best. Puts air in. So we're just doing one coat for right now, and then I'm going to go back in and do two, just because I want you guys to see how it actually builds in the fibers. And they just attach to each other, and they literally just lengthen your eyelashes, your eyebrows. Gosh, that'd be scary if I put this on my eyebrows. And you guys like my new shirt? I don't know if you can see it. Sorry, not trying to put that all up in the camera. But I got a package today. I ordered myself some shirts and a couple fun things. I figured, you know what? They're so cute to me. And I have working my Katushi off trying to learn everything and understand everything. And I said I deserve it. So I ordered myself. But they were having a 50% off sale. And I'm all for a good sale. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much one coat. I'm trying to get it on my ends all the way. Just kind of a nice, let me do the bottom. I normally don't do my bottom till the very end, but I'll just do a one coat all over so you guys can see. And then I'm going to go back in and do another coat. Hi, Mary. Okay, Stephanie, love, I was about to ask you why half was curled and not the other, but I didn't want to be rude. Oh, I just lost my mind. Which I wouldn't be lying saying that either. Stephanie, you should know me better than that. I mean, I guess you do know me better, so losing my mind is probably normal to you. Stephanie's my biggest friend. Hey, Shelly! Sorry, I don't know why it is, but some girls, when I say their names, normally I say Stephanie's really crazy, but Shelly, something about her name, it just comes out crazy. Okay, so there's one simple coat. I didn't go too into detail, and I'm going to go back in and do two, so you guys can really see how it builds. Normally, there's one. You can see, if it'll focus, not that piece right here, but in the back, there's a fiber. Normally, this is a pretty new mascara. You should change it out every 3 months. Because just for cleanliness and hygiene, because after a while your eye, you put bacteria in there and your eyes are very sensitive and you don't want bacteria in there. So it's just good for your eyes. But anyhow, this is a fairly new one, and typically after a use or two you can really see the fibers at the top from pulling it in and out. All right. Oh, battery low. I think we should be fine though. Alright, so there is going on 2 coats. I always go in vertically because I think it helps kind of define them a little bit more. It's just something I've always done. I feel like it's a good tip for others. Kind of gives you more of that defined. That sun's really coming in back there behind me. I need to keep my head in front of it. Alright, let's go to the next side. Trying to get used to the twisting it in. Hi, Carol. How are you in California? I heard you guys are on a pretty crazy lockdown. I talked to, well, I guess you're not any different than us for the most part, but I talk to my Aunt Cleo pretty much on a daily basis, and she fills me in on what's going on. She was supposed to come here next month for my Uncle Dan's birthday, but that's not looking good. And I told her she probably should just keep her butt home. She's not 22 anymore, and I would hate for her to get sick. So I'm pretty sure that's her plan, is she is staying home. Alright, guys. So there's almost 2 coats. Let me do my vertical thing. And like I said earlier, I have a lot of skincare samples, you guys. The skincare is amazing. Once you use it, you will understand. So if you want to try it, I invested in it to be able to do this for you guys. It's all free, shipping free, everything. Just message me your skin type, and if you have any issues, and I'm on it. I will get it out to you with a personal daily regimen. Because I believe in this line, you guys. Never in my life would I feel like something like this would fall on my plate. And I really believe it's a blessing. The girl that not got me to sign on, but she sold me some makeup about a year or so ago. I grew up with her in Ankeny. We went to church and school together and everything. Her name's Brittany. And she's an amazing, amazing girl. Today's her birthday. But I watched her for quite a while because she had me very interested. And then I was like, one day I just said yes, and here I am. And I am so thankful that I did. Like, honestly thankful that I did. Every day I wake up, don't get me wrong, I run an in-home childcare, and I love my children, and I love all my daycare children. But I have never had something that I wake up in the morning, and I am excited to see what's going to be new that I'm going to learn. The girls within the whole business are amazing, men too. The corporate people that run it, it's family owned, the Millardy family, and their warehouse is shut down right now for shipping, and the family is in the warehouse right now shipping out the packages. And that just tells you right there, this company is amazing. Okay, so there we go. Now, this is a must. I'm going to do my lips too, but I like to put this on before I do my lips, excuse me. This is Time Setter. This goes hand in hand with the primer. This, they also have one for oily skin. I am going to try that one too, because it does give you a little bit of a more matte finish, and some days I just like more of a matte finished. But this lasts up to 16 hours, and it honestly lasts all day. If I put my makeup on in the morning and I use my primer and my setter, which I don't go without anymore, it literally will last all day. All day. You don't have to touch it up, therefore you're saving money. You don't have to worry about touching it up. It's great, you guys. Okay, so basically you put this on. Oh, that light behind me. I just need to scooch a little. You basically just put this on. Sorry, I'm in my daughter's room, so if you're getting a glimpse of her Barbie dream house, that's why. With the kids all being home and everything, I'm just like, I'm just going to shut myself into my daughter's room, and y'all need to just be quiet. No, they're being pretty good for being cooped up, but we're kind of used to it with me being a stay-at-home childcare. So, okay, back to what we're on here for. All right, so just kind of spray it on like the primer and let it dry. Smells good, feels good. It's just refreshing feeling. And like I said, this makeup, honestly, I don't feel like I'm wearing anything. The mascara alone is super, super lightweight. It's not clumpy. The fibers do not fall in your cheeks whatsoever. It's, and I probably say it 50 million times, but it's amazing. Okay, so I am going to go in. Okay, hold on. Do you not do the top of your eyelashes too? I do. I honestly do sometimes, but I don't feel like I need to with this mascara. Like, that I do. I know what you're talking about, Cassidy. I normally go to the top and I roll them up, but with this mascara, I just don't feel like I need to. The I don't know. It's hard to explain until you personally use it yourself. And that's what the thing with this, with anything, it's hard to explain until you personally use it. I'm totally a hands-on person. Totally. So, and I'm sure most of you are too. Okay, so this is the Limelife Perfect Lip Gloss. Their lip gloss is vitamin based. So, and it is, you don't need a lot. Always wipe it off before you put it on, because then you literally will have too much. Super shiny. This is called Wish. It's my favorite so far. I don't have a ton to compare to. They have a ton of colors. But this is just a nice cute pink. Nothing crazy. But a lot of lip glosses, when you mash, and then you get that stringy stuff. And this stuff, it's Shelly, my friend Shelly. Hey, I think she's still watching. She was just telling me, I love the lip gloss. She's like, it doesn't feel like any other lip gloss. She said normally lip gloss gets all gooey and ooey. And this stuff, it does not. And it lasts forever. It's great. It's great lip gloss. And you can put this on. I have some lip colors that actually give you more of a color. And then you can put this on top. And they're so cute. Pretty. My daughter loves them. Okay, so anyhow, I think that is about all I'm going to do for face today. Just kind of a simple, love it. I'm going to pull up here so you guys can see it a little bit better. But just a nice little simple. My lighting is not all that great in any room in my house. Hi, Lisa! this was, Lisa, she's a good family, new friend of mine. She is my mom's first cousin. So my second cousin, she lives in Ames, and she's ran a daycare for 35 years. But we've just connected really strong on Facebook lately, and she wanted me to do a little bit of a tutorial. Okay, so this is, there, your sisters are on with each other. Your sister, Barbara says, hi, Lisa. You can see the comments too. Me. All right, so this is my curling iron. This is my all-time favorite curling iron. It is a Marcel Beauty School. Girls know all about them. They're a little tricky to get used to at first, but once you get used to them, they're so much better. I love a Marcel. I will never use a spring one ever again. I don't know what brand this is. I've had this since beauty school, but this thing gets the temperature I like it to be. I have pretty thick hair. Okay, so I've already done this side, literally like 3 curls, and that's all I did. I don't pin up any. So if I want a full curled hair, yes, I will do a little bit more work and extends to it. But this is what you do. So from the back, you take vertical sections. Hair 101 also. I am a licensed cosmetologist, so I do know some of what I'm talking about, but it's just curling. It's not that big of a deal. So I got to look at my other mirror. I go in and I always kind of get my base a little bit first, and then I pull it through, but I don't pull all the way to my end. And then I just swirl it up in there. Move that to the side. And I hold it in there for a little while. Just to, I mean, this one does warm up really, really hot, but you use pretty large sections, you know, depending on the thickness of your hair too. Once you feel it getting hot on the outside, you know, you can pull it out. But the longer you kind of let it in, the better it's going to stay set. So when I pull it out, I kind of relax it and I pull it out. And then once it comes out, I stick my thumb in, and sorry, you can't see that. Let me do it with my other hand. And I just kind of hold the curl like this until it cools. You don't have to do this. This makes it a little bit not so simple, but it makes your curl last longer. If your hair breaks down with warmth, and then if you hold it in that form until it cools, it will stay set that way longer. That's like, you know, the little ladies that put their hair in rollers and then they sit under the dryer, and then when they get out of the dryer, they still set for a little while to let it fully cool and set. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so then you just kind of let it go. I don't mess with it at all until I'm totally done. Okay, and then I'm going to take the next section. I'll probably just do 3. And this is half my head, so 6 curls across my whole head. Does not take long. You want a bigger curling iron for this, though. Don't use one of them little rinky-dinky ones, or you're going to have some curly cues, which whatever, if that's what you like, to each their own. I don't care. It's not on my head. You do what you do. All right. Like I said, I don't let the end come all the way through. Now, the reason I do that is because a lot of girls use flat irons to curl their hair. And I really like the look on the end where it's a little bit straight, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But I personally am just not a fan of curling my hair with a flat iron. I just don't care for it. That's my personal opinion. Some people love it. I'm not a fan. All right. So then, yes, I just kind of relax it out. See how the end just kind of, it's not such a tight curl on the end. Oh, it's hard to do it on my phone camera. All right. Then, yep, just hold it up to let it set. It's very warm. My curling iron is the best. Hi, Alicia. I figured, you know what? So many people like to curl their hair. We're going to have to scooch a little bit more. That light behind me, it's like the sun is trying to say hello. Which, whatever. I'm not complaining. Okay. Now I have some bangs here on this side, and kind of comes with the territory with being blonde, some good old breakage. But so I start this one a little bit higher, and I might need to do one more. Oh, it might be okay. And I always just kind of hold it there first, and then I bring it down, and then I rock it all the way up. But I don't bring my end all the way in. I don't like the curled end. I feel like that just gives it that, I like the new curl look where it's just kind of like a beachy, wavy, and just kind of natural and fun. Well, I wouldn't say natural. I don't know anybody's hair that's naturally like this. I do have naturally curly hair, but my daughter, literally, I feel like when she was in me, she stole them all for herself. All my kids stole all my curls. I don't know what happened. I used to have really curly hair. It kind of makes me sad sometimes. But you know what? When I was younger, I didn't want it. Okay. But anyhow, I just figured I might as well incorporate. I'm going to do one more just for this front part because it's just a little bit shorter hairs. Show you guys an easy, simple, at home. So I know nobody can go to the salon right now, as salons, I didn't get that right, as all the salons are closed, which, oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine. I feel so bad for some of my friends, but this is all life learning experience for all of us, and I think there's going to be a lot of positive that comes out of it, but you got to go through some hard times, I guess, to really appreciate. Okay. So that one I'm not going to hold because it'll hold on itself. But I just let it all kind of cool on its own. Yeah, that's cool. And then I'll relax it. Just kind of like a shake relax. This is my all-time favorite hairspray. I don't know if I should be advertising this stuff since I'm not sponsored by them or whatnot. But hey, this is the best. My Cosmo girls will know. All right. And then once it's cooled, I just, give it a quick, I just kind of, I don't know, like pick. Use my fingers as like a pick. Kind of pull down with it. But then it gives you kind of that vertical curl. So it's not like boom on the top of your head. I mean, I do like volume. And you can, you can fluff it up. You can tease it. You can do whatever you want. But that just kind of gives you a cute little fun look. Without having to go to the salon and not spending a ton of time. And face done, everything. So your husband can be happy even though you're stuck in the house all day. You can be happy because I can guarantee all of you can agree with me. If you feel good about yourself for the day, you have a better day. Your attitude's better. Everything's better. I can tell every single one of you that sit in a salon chair, and when you step out of that salon, don't tell me you don't feel like $1,000,000, because I've been on both sides of that chair and I totally get it. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your families. Really take advantage of this time being home. Spend time with your kids. Just spend good old-fashioned fun. That is what our world needs. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later. If you have any questions, let me know. That is what I'm here for. Thanks.